Hello, everybody. So, today we are here for a session on schooling children at home. And for that, we have with us Mrs. Ruchira Darda. She's the director of Lokmat Pathshala, relationship coach, and parenting mentor from a lot of years from now, for now. And of course, she's a parent. She's a mother of two boys. So, welcome, ma'am. How are you?
Very well. Thank you, Tanya, for this kind introduction. And yes, I am a parent of two boisterous boys, and we have a great time. So, of course, all my cheer comes from them.
That's great. So, as there's been a lockdown since 3 months and the kids are at home. So, how's the entire experience? How the kids, what are they doing? How are they spending their time at home? It's so tough.
It has been tough for the kids, especially because children need to get out and see their friends, have a break from structure
Right.
parent brings, right? Definitely, it happened in March so suddenly. I don't think any of us got a warning call for it. They've been fine, although my kids have been quite entertained. We have been trying to do different things,
Hmm.
but they miss school. They miss school. They miss getting out and meeting their friends.
Yeah, that's for sure. They would be. So, that's for kids. But how was your experience of schooling children at home?
So initially, it was frightening. Honestly speaking, I hit the panic button at my end. It was actually more that suddenly you had to be the KG teacher and the third standard teacher, and you still had to be the mom and the
Right.
entity. So many new roles were added overnight. I don't think we figured
True.
out the balance until a few months into the. I think all the children, in fact, all of us missed our summer vacation most definitely because all the parents went into a panic mode ki ab kya hoga. And I think
So
we
true.
tried to make it overproductive. So, like say that we were happier in school. School makes us do less.
Less productive, of course.
There's lunch time, and then there is the games period and stuff, which at home mothers always think science, English, maths, right? We don't
So
think games
true.
period at all.
So true. They are feeling that the parents are becoming demanding.
Over demanding. So yeah, initially it was very tough. I think now we figured out our balance. We've created a routine, so
Right.
now it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Of course, I miss my friends too.
That's so true. So, what are the challenges that you have been facing, and what are the opportunities that you see in this new interface, this new digital learning?
Sure. The challenges, I think, clearly have been actually to create that balance. Most often, being a working parent, trying to figure out a stable routine for the children and for
Right.
myself so that we all are getting things done. At the same time, being available for the children in a way where have time to let down and just be themselves and do free play. There's a lot to monitor, there's a lot to do with the kids. Suddenly all the responsibility has come on to the parent.
Parents,
I
right?
know it's our role, right? It is our role to teach our children and be with our children, but we were not used to it. School
Right.
gave us a lot of support, and it also gave us a lot of time that we had time to do our things, be it at home, be it at work. So
Right.
much is there on a parent's plate or any individual's plate. But now that time has been taken away, now you're like on a 24/7 job,
So
So
true.
definitely it is challenging for the child and as a parent as well. But I think here it kind of also made it a thing that where as a family we need to share the responsibility. So
Right.
some my in-laws do with the kids, some things my husband does with the kids, a few things I take over. I think mother's jobs is the worst because we have to do the education part and
Right.
our family is doing. But I think sharing the responsibility is something we all need to figure out because that will make this whole experience easier.
Right.
Opportunities, when you say in this period, I think we got opportunities to do different things. So on a school day, I usually would crib a lot about not being able to do a lot of different things with my children.
Right.
Now there is the time. Now
Time,
there is no
spending quality
pressure.
time.
Yeah, and there's no pressure from school for a
Right.
certain amount of work that has to be done. So
Right.
now it's become all about doing things that we wanted to do. So I think this time has also come as an opportunity. In fact, it is a gift when it comes to
Yeah.
especially the kids and the parents if they want to take this. Uh, this break in life we'll never get again. You know, this is like one time break, like a pause. That life was
Like
going
it was,
on and
right.
suddenly there has been a pause. So I do see this as an opportunity to make the kids do different things. And we got a chance to, interact with some different teachers. We got a chance to, Google different projects, and we've been creating different things. So I see this also as an opportunity, not only as a challenge.
That's so true. That's definitely a takeaway for all the parents, that sharing the responsibility is the key, and secondly, finding the right, taking it as an opportunity. So that's right thing that is good for parents. So like if it continues for a long period of time, as nobody knows. So how do you plan to sustain this schedule that you've made for your kids for homeschooling?
So I think none of us really know what we're going to do. What I have done
Right.
for my kids, I have made a very particular routine. Okay, so at a certain hour, we're doing certain things. So I personally feel children thrive on routine. Once they have that predictability of what's coming,
Right.
it puts them also at ease. And I think as a parent, I also feel at ease when I know what is going to happen. The
Right.
lack of routine kind of made our situation very anxious, and we know that uncertainty, abhi pad lo, abhi ye kar lo, you don't know whether you're doing the right thing, you're doing enough.
Right.
So just knowing कि हम लोग क्या करने वाले has been a very good support system for all of us. So I don't know how long the routine will go on, because I also like to keep tweaking it a little bit.
Right.
The thing is, with children, it becomes monotonous. But at the current position, what I have done is I've created a Monday to Friday routine where it's kind of feels like a school day, and the weekend is like the time off. Do whatever you want, and if there is any spillover work, then only we touch on it. Otherwise, just chill, enjoy your time at home. And so, it for my children, I think I've created a routine in such a way that it still feels like a structured school day,
Structured school
and
day, right.
then the unstructured weekend. And I am doing the same for myself. So I am taking work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, I'm trying to avoid working. So
Right.
that way, it's a weekend for all of us. It's a stress buster as well. And it's giving us the opportunity to just casually bond over the weekend and then stay a certain way over the weekdays. It's mentally very relaxing to have this kind of routine. So
Right.
if the lockdown doesn't open soon, or like I think there's a discussion of
Right.
a second lockdown, then I think we are going to stick to this routine because it's just creating some kind sense of stability in our minds as well. So I'll stick to it until we have some ray of hope and go out and meet somebody.
So maintaining balance has really worked well for you, right? Okay. So other than this, how this e-learning has been working well? Do you think it is working well for the kids?
So it is definitely challenging for small children because I have young children. I know it
Yeah.
is a lot on their eyes, and were initially quite distracted with so many opportunities, on the screen to mute themselves and draw stuff while somebody is talking. Kids had a gala time initially. It is not easy to learn, digitally. Of course, it is not the same experience that the children are used to. Having a physical teacher present with you or an educator, it does change the experience of learning. There is a lot more than just the delivery of content. There is a connect. There's an
Right.
energy exchange that the children like pick up, and then there's other conversations that happen in a classroom. But
Right.
now it's become so particular, right? Like the teacher has to deliver a certain amount of subject content. She has to handle the children in a very new way. So there's a lot of challenges for teachers, and I think a salute should be, a salute is due to all our
All the
educators who are
teachers,
working
right.
so hard to change, the way they have been teaching for so long, and they have really, really made the effort to make this comfortable for our children. But it is definitely also a great opportunity. Like I said, like we live in a small town,
Right.
so having the chance to interact with educators outside the city, things we would do on summer holidays when we would go to our mom's place.
Right.
uh, Now we can just do it in the comfort of our homes.
Homes, right.
We can pick and choose any teacher from around the world. We can do any program. So my children are into like robotics and coding, and they are doing some different programs online, and they're loving
That's
it.
great.
Uh, which would have not been possible on a school day, honestly, because there is
True.
firstly no time, and then to go looking for a teacher who will be available to do the same thing.
Right.
This has become so convenient. So we're doing so many different skill training programs, because now it's just easy to get the faculty. So it
Right.
has been wonderful. Yeah.
So it has been a wonderful session, and I'm sure it would be very beneficial for the parents to also see the optimistic, the positive side of this homeschooling session. So these sessions which are going on. So we hope to have more informative, insightful sessions with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Diana. Good to be in conversation with you. Always
Thank,
fun to chat with you.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. See you.
See you.